Why do I have to walk when walking hurts with PAD?
I walk all the time. I don't understand. I walk a lot at work and I still ended up with PAD. So, how is it that walking is going to be the cure for me? Because I walk all the time. And now it's led to me struggling with walking. And you're telling me to just keep walking and I'm going to improve. Why can't I go swimming? Why can't I do a rebounder? I don't understand, why do I need to walk? And to our response is, well, if you want to improve walking, you got to walk.
It's because of impact
Yeah.
stress. You don't have the impact stress on a bike or a treadmill.
Right.
So the bottom line with PAD is that impact stress of your foot landing on the ground. That's why low impact running or walking is so important. Would you agree, Mike?
Yes, absolutely. And it's one of the first things they teach you in exercise physiology is training specificity. I can take a Tour de France cyclist. I could take Tadej Pogacar, and I can take him and I say, I'm going to put him on a treadmill and do a treadmill test. And he'll come out mediocre on the treadmill. Now, he'll do great when I say mediocre, but compared to somebody who's won the Tour de France, what, 5 times, 4 times? No. Why? Because he doesn't do weight-bearing cardio. He does cycling. Same thing. If I take a runner, an elite runner, and put them on a bike, they don't use the quads like a cyclist does. They're not going to do it. Now, the engine part is there. The heart, stroke volume, things like that are there. But those muscles don't get used. So the quads, get used pretty extensively in glutes on a bike. But it's the same thing with a PAD patient. If life is about walking. They're not going to let you ride a bike around the office or, things like that. So you need to move and you will improve, but you have to apply some intensity that builds that buffer up to the point where I would actually say the person you're talking about is actually doing well. If they're able to get around the office and walk and do the things that without discomfort, then they've gained some benefit somewhere. And, if you do predominantly weight-bearing exercise or weight-bearing activity for what you do in life, then you need to do to gain the benefits, you need to do weight-bearing activity in your exercise program.